Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1527. A feeling like my time on YouTube is going to be cut short sooner than later. So, I really need to find another format. Because I have to imagine that now that they've taken down one video, they're going to watch the rest. And they're all kind of in line. But, for the time being, good old sleepy, creepy kid sniffer has been on a roll. I mean, that town hall, boy, did that pay off in spades. But we'll start with how this happens. The condition of our media. Because the ventriloquist dummy, Jen Psaki, whatever the fuck her name is, she literally got up and said on Wednesday that coal and natural gas, not frozen wind turbines, caused the power grid's failure in this week's Texas cold snap. Texas hit with a rare cold snap that spanned the southern part of the state. Power grids gave out. Power outages were initiated by Electric Reliability Council of Texas, ERCOT, early on Monday morning. Millions of Texans went without electricity for days. Temperatures fell into the teens near Dallas, 20s near Houston. Wind chills near zero, according to state authorities. Now, according to state authorities, nearly half of the wind turbines in Texas froze. She turned around and said, so Psaki said reports suggesting renewables caused a power grid failure in Texas are inaccurate. Rather, it was the renewables that came in to save the day. Numerous reports show it was failure in coal and natural gas that contributed to the power shortages. According to state authorities, nearly half the wind turbines froze in Texas. But so, not only did she lie, but and I get it. You know, you need to promote the Green New Deal and all that other happy bullshit. But not only did she just stand there and just literally tell the polar opposite of the truth, but nobody questioned her on it. Nobody wrote anything about how, you know, that was inaccurate information. And that's how we get the rest of these gems. Joe Biden excuses the Uyghur, whatever the fuck genocide is, just a Chinese cultural norm. So, I mean, this is beyond. He literally said, culturally, there are different norms in each country, and their leaders are expected to follow. So, you know who never said that? President Trump. Then he came out with this one. Everyone knows I like kids better than people. Do with that what you will. We inherited bad circumstances for vaccine rollout. Trump wasted so much time. No, Trump actually created a vaccine and got it rolled out in record time that everybody said was impossible. Joe, stop lying. Well, in his case, he may actually believe that. Who the fuck knows? And then he goes on with the false claim that Trump did not condemn the Proud Boys. Then, of course, that's allowed to stand. I've said it many times, let me make it clear again. I condemn the KKK, I condemn all white supremacists, I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that. So, and then there's this gem. Joe Biden. Did you ever believe 5 years ago every second or third ad out of 5 should turn out to be biracial couples? No, I'm not being facetious. Imagine if Donald Trump said that. But that's not even, we're just scratching the surface here, kids. The potted plant, good old kid sniffer, he literally turned around and said, the other portion is a lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, in the Hispanic and African American community particularly, and in rural areas that are distant or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccination at the Walgreens. So Black and Hispanic people are so fucking they are such fucking genetic throwbacks that they couldn't possibly turn on a computer, never mind use the fucking thing, and know where the fucking Walgreens is. Stop it. Imagine Trump saying that. And then he goes on to attack the American workers. Sleepy Creepy recommits to amnesty for illegal aliens. 17 million Americans are jobless, but he's going to bring in people to replace them cheaper. Thank you, Joe. And then now we're getting to the goods. He literally turned around and was talking about the growth of white supremacy. And then he gets up and he gets on his podium and he starts lying. I got involved in politics to begin with because of the civil rights and opposition. No, Joe, your father was a racist and so are you. To the white supremacists, the KKK, most dangerous people in America continue to exist. They're Democrats, Joe. That is the greatest threat of terror in America, domestic terror, so I would make sure my Justice Department, my Civil Rights Division is focused heavily on those very folks. I would make sure we focus on how to deal with the rise of white supremacy. You see what's happening, the studies that are beginning to be done, maybe at your university as well, about the impact of former military and former police officers on the growth of white supremacy in some of these groups. So he just branded our military and our police forces as being white supremacists. Now, that comes at a time where Kim Jong-un just announced his new strategy to, well, I should say this, he announced this on January 9th. I'm just conveniently throwing it out here now. He announced that he's going to be building more nukes. You know what Kim Jong-un didn't do when President Trump was in office? He shut the fuck up, and he didn't build more nukes. Or, if he did, he was real quiet about it. But February 9th, Taliban threatens more attacks as U.S. reached 1 year without a combat death in Afghanistan, thanks to President Trump. But Sleepy Creepy there is going to fix that. And in the midst of all that, Kamala Harris already taking calls from foreign leaders for China Joe. Media is still ignoring his obvious dementia. Vice President Harris and President Macron agreed on the need for close bilateral, multilateral cooperation to address COVID-19, climate change, and support democracy at home and around the world. Blah, 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 blah. So she's now fielding the calls for the world leaders, which is actually ahead of schedule. I thought Joe would get at least a month or two. But to make you feel better about the fact that she's talking to these people, Joe Biden, I wake up every morning and look at Jill and say, where the hell are we? And I don't doubt that for a minute. There's nothing in me that doesn't believe that Sleepy Creepy here wakes up, looks around, goes, where the fuck am I? And then goes and plays Mario Kart. While Kamala Harris takes the calls from foreign leaders because she was elected president. And not a word to be heard from our media. Free and fair elections and freedom of the press. Enjoy.